From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, paper makers in Baileyville say they may go on strike if they don't receive better pay. Plus, plans to build a new Ellsworth police station may be in jeopardy after a lawsuit is filed to stop it. And the University of Maine is taking a new approach to feeding students on the Orono campus. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Let's get a first check of that forecast with Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are, though. We do have a few alerts in effect. A small craft advisory that's also up until 6 a.m. Saturday. A gale watch is up until 7 a.m. Monday. We do have some active surf that we'll have to watch out for again with another system that will begin to move in. Here's a closer look at that small craft advisory, which expires at 6 a.m. on Saturday. Just this area highlighted here along the ocean front. That will drop first. They'll have to watch out for the gale alerts that will go into effect at least through parts of Monday morning. But here we are, though. At this point, we're looking pretty quiet out there. There's a few clouds that are passing through. Most of us will stay dry today. Areas to the north may get to see a few snow showers, but again, for us, staying dry with a partly cloudy sky overall. Here's a big picture right now. All this right here, tracking from the west to the east, you can see we do have some snow developing. A lot of that lake effect snow, which is really hitting Buffalo at this point, though. But for us, so we will stay dry today with that partly cloudy sky, and any snow that does get going will stay to our north. Any rain will stay to our south. So we'll be good to go today, partly cloudy. That might be fog. We may have to watch out for a little bit of fog that may develop overnight tonight in the parts of the morning period. Tomorrow, a little bit of wind we'll have to watch out for from time to time, mainly out of the southwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some of the higher gusts may still stay overseas at times, which is why those alerts are still in effect. But otherwise, our hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will be watching for a partly to mostly cloudy sky from time to time. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. Rescue crews are on the scene of a serious accident in Corinna at this hour. The details are still few, but authorities have closed a portion of Route 7 while emergency workers clear the scene. Officials say they have a tractor trailer on the side of the road and another vehicle on the other. Drivers may want to avoid that area until the wreckage is cleared. A Lewiston man has been found guilty of murdering the mother of his child. The Attorney General's office says after deliberating for less than an hour, a jury found Jaquil Coleman guilty of the murder of 19-year-old Natasha Morgan. She was shot and killed in August of 2020. Her family says she was shot and killed in front of her mother and child, who were not hurt. The family also says it happened as Morgan and her mother arrived at a home as Coleman was dropping off the baby girl for a birthday party. Just a day before she was shot, an aunt says Morgan had told her about her abusive and controlling relationship, and they were planning her escape. Coleman faces a term of 25 years to life in prison when he's sentenced at a later date. Workers at the Woodland Pulp and Paper Mill in Baileyville say they are on the verge of a strike. The United Steelworkers Local 27 is asking for the company to present a contract offer that provides high enough wage increases to keep up with the cost of living.
All across this country, workers are leveraging whatever they can to better themselves. And our members in Woodland are no different. We're trying to get the best we can for our members and their families.
There is a plan in the works for union workers to set up a bat light signal on the side of the tissue machines at the mill to send a message that says essential workers deserve a fair contract. We did reach out to Woodland Pulp for a comment, and they told us we're in negotiations and have a process for these discussions to follow. As you know, these discussions have not concluded. We're looking forward to meeting with the union officials the week after next. Woodland Pulp remains optimistic that we can work with the committee to collectively bring these negotiations to an equitable and logical conclusion, unquote. We will keep you updated on the progress of the negotiations. Employees at one Maine Starbucks store walk out and join a nationwide one-day strike in what they call a Red Cup Rebellion. Asia Reed is in Biddeford, where workers are demanding change at the coffee giant.
Over 100 Starbucks stores are going on strike today nationwide. This Biddeford location being one of them.
Oh, what fun it is to strike on this Red Cup Day.
Today is Red Cup Day for Starbucks, where the company gives a free reusable cup to customers who purchase a holiday drink. Traditionally, this is one of the busiest days of the year for Starbucks workers, but not today.
2468, Starbucks, come negotiate.
Employees at this Alfred Street Starbucks in Biddeford picketed outside of the coffee shop, demanding better pay, schedules, and working conditions. More than 2,000 employees at 112 locations nationwide walked out today. They say it's been almost 12 months and the company is refusing to bargain with employees who voted to unionize.
We are hoping that Starbucks will listen to us and take us seriously, that we are ready to bargain, we are ready to sit down at the table, and we've been waiting too long.
Mixed reaction from customers, hoping to place an order.
I'd be in support of it. Everybody deserves, to work better, better work environment, especially if it's food.
I don't believe in unions, and I don't believe in their conditions are that bad that they got to strike. I'm sure they get paid plenty of money to do it because they're charging $6 a cup for coffee. I just think it's ridiculous. This generation has gone off the tilter with this stuff. They need to get to work.
As for now, Starbucks is against unionization, as they say they feel it works more efficiently working directly with their employees.
Ellsworth Police recently announced plans to build a new police station, but not everyone is happy. A lawsuit has been filed because some don't believe the public has had enough voice in the process. Our Matthew Jurancic explains.
A month after getting the go-ahead for a new police station, the city of Ellsworth is getting sued over how they attained the property.
It's appropriate to try to build a new police station that will serve the citizens of Ellsworth, but it has to be done the right way.
The city is getting sued by City Councilor Steve O'Halloran, Union River Associates Reality Holdings, Chase Incorporated, and Wiley & Grant LLC over the matter. An attorney gave us information regarding the case saying, quote, "The city failed to give the public enough notice of its intended actions as required by the law and violated its procurement policy," end quote.
The city put out a very perfunctory notice that it was considering some action regarding the police station. It just said that there was going to be consideration of the police station. It didn't say anything about the city considering a 20-year lease. That's a big deal.
Baber went on to mention that the city not only failed to notify the public, but did not go through a formal bidding process.
That if it's going to expend more than $15,000 to get goods and services like a lease on a police station for 20 years, and $1 million improvement contract, it makes sense to put it out to public bid, but for the fact the city didn't send it out to bid.
And Baber says while this lawsuit is not about money, it's more about doing the right thing.
Follow the proper procedures. Give the public notice, get the public input. The city of Ellsworth shouldn't be in a big rush to get this done. That's not a reason to ignore public input and to get the best available bids.
We spoke to city manager Glenn Mosier, who also serves as police chief, and he referred us to the city attorney. We tried to reach out to the attorney but have not heard back. Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Jared Golden secured his seat in Maine's 2nd Congressional District yesterday, and today his opponent, Republican Bruce Poliquin, issued a concession statement and thanked Maine voters. The statement read in part, quote, "We ran a strong campaign and put thousands of miles on my Jeep, traveling across the district to hear concerns with as many Mainers as we could. Although the results didn't go our way, I am proud of the effort we put forward. My best wishes to Jared Golden and his family. Jared Golden, President Biden, and their Democrat majority should reverse course during the next 6 weeks while they still control everything in Washington. They should work with Republicans to make sure that we allow increased supplies of heating oil to lower the cost so our seniors can afford to stay warm this winter. It is critically important we take care of people here in Maine with the rough winter ahead." A state lawmaker is poised to make history in Augusta. Representative Rachel Talbot Ross has been selected to become the first African-American Speaker of the House in state history. House Democrats elected her as the Speaker on Thursday. From Portland, Ross is also the daughter of the state's first black lawmaker, Gerald Talbot. She has served in Augusta since 2016 and will be the 4th woman to serve as Speaker. House Democrats also selected Representative Maureen Terry of Gorham to serve as Majority Leader. The holiday season is right around the corner, and Maine health officials are issuing a reminder that COVID-19 is still here. The Maine DHHS is encouraging you to order free at-home COVID-19 tests. Every month, each household can get one free kit of 5 rapid tests mailed to their home through Project ACT. Health officials say testing, along with vaccination and other precautions, helps keep communities safe as people travel and get together. Maine DHHS Commissioner Jean Lambrou says being able to test can give families peace of mind when they visit others.
We are excited that Maine people continue to care about their families, to care about their communities, getting these COVID-19 tests. And we urge them all to stock up before the holidays so we truly can get into the new year safe and healthy and happy.
You can find where to place an order for these COVID-19 tests at maine.gov/COVID-19. Governor Mills announced a big tax cut is coming for Maine businesses. She says they'll see a significant cut in unemployment taxes next year, thanks to an investment in the state's unemployment fund. The Mills administration directed the investment of $382 million in COVID relief funds into Maine's Unemployment Trust Fund. It was invested to help prevent tax increases for small businesses during the pandemic and ended up keeping the fund solvent while so many other states struggled. Because the trust fund is so strong, the state won't have to collect as much in unemployment taxes next year, saving Maine businesses an estimated $23.7 million. The time is now 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear about how UMaine is outsourcing the food that's fed to students. But first, let's take another look at that forecast. High of 35 degrees today, partly cloudy in the sky. The sun will be shining through in certain parts of the state. Clouds are going to hold on tonight where the low is around 19 degrees. Tomorrow, a bit warmer than today, mostly sun in the sky, high of 40 degrees.
Now is the best time to get a great deal on a vehicle at #1 Van Sickle Kia. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with payments and prices for every budget. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your late model vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. There's never been a better time to buy, sell, or trade at Van Sickle Kia.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Did you know that Renewal by Andersen will replace your windows any time of the year and in any weather? Made with our exclusive Fibrix material, which is vastly superior to vinyl, never needs painting, and resists warping and bowing. We custom build your replacement windows in the USA and back them with the nation's best warranty. Call Renewal by Andersen for your free consultation. Don't miss this money-saving deal with great financing. Installation is always included. Call now.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Was my situation ever taken care of?
No.
She caused that. She cut the holes in the wall.
Why would she cut holes in the wall?
She was hiding some back there. I think she was dealing drugs. If you think I'm lying, throw the book at me.
Hot Bench. Friday at 3 on ABC 7.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. The University of Maine has reached a deal to outsource dining services at its flagship campus in Orono to the private company Sodexo. The company currently serves all other schools in the university system. UMaine President Joan Fervini-Mundy says they hope to be able to offer more dining options to students through this new partnership, including the integration of more digital and mobile ordering technologies.
Well, you know, we've all visited other campuses and we see the food delivery robots and all kinds of ways in which we are aiming to serve our student population as conveniently as we can. How will we move into the future, building on our terrific, solid foundation here? So it's going to be an exciting conversation, I think, in the coming months.
Fervini-Mundy says all of the food service workers currently employed with the university will be offered positions with Sodexo. The changeover will officially begin in July of 2023. If you're having a little trouble getting into the Christmas spirit, look no further than the Anna Shrine in Bangor. As Susan Farley explains, their annual event will definitely get you into the holiday mood.
We've done it for a few years now, and we really have fun putting together a tree and the gifts.
It doesn't matter if you've done it many times or if it's your first. The Festival of Trees put on by the Inner Shriners in Bangor is sure to get you in the holiday spirit, both for the beautiful Christmas scenes and the underlying mission to give back.
My husband and I have recently taken over the ownership of Central Maine Harley-Davidson, and so we just love this organization and we think it's a great cause, and so we said we have to have a tree.
You could feel the excitement as people from businesses all over the area spent part of the week getting their trees up and decorated. But it didn't start this week. The planning began some time ago as they figured out what to put on and under the trees to make them stand out.
Our tree theme is a salty and sweet Christmas, so we've got popcorn, we've got candy, we've got a lot of sweet treats.
People purchase tickets and place them in buckets for the trees. Winners are drawn after the event is over. They get the trees, everything on them, and gifts under them. The festival is the Shriners' biggest fundraiser of the year, and the money helps the Shriners continue their charitable work.
Lots of gift cards we'll be doing, and then, of course, we have our vacuum that we bring in every year, which everybody likes the brand new vacuum. We always have a lot of reactions where, the kids like it. Sometimes we do stuff geared towards adults, and we just kind of change it up every year.
The Festival of Trees is a family event that has also become an annual tradition.
Our biggest goal is to get everybody through the door that wants to come through the door and keep everybody happy.
So my family and I have come here. We've gone around, we've put our tickets in the buckets, and it's just a great tradition, and we've really enjoyed it.
Susan Farley for ABC7 and Fox 22.
A $2 million endowment was established for the new Silvernail Scholars Program in Hancock County. Andy Silverman graduated from Bucksport High School in 1989. While he works around Chicago, he comes home to Hancock County every summer.
The idea is that education creates opportunity, which improves lives, which improves communities. And that's what this is fundamentally all about.
Scholarship would be for $15,000 for Hancock County High School graduates, with up to 10 scholarships given on an annual basis. The scholarship is intended for students going to college, but also for those going to technical schools, as well as other institutions. Silvernail will also create a leadership symposium every summer to bring scholars and the program together to talk about values based on leadership and to find mentors. The time is now 6:17. After the break, we'll check out how a local Bangor Learning Center is fundraising with potatoes. Plus, we'll have an update on the national midterm election results. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Tonight, all new 2020 True Crime.
There's a murder, there's lies, deceit, there's everything.
I've driven all the way to Central Texas. We're about to hear her side of the story.
2020, tonight on ABC.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Relax, unwind, and enjoy their inviting atmosphere and inspired cuisine from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Experience their Wine Down Wednesdays with half-off bottles of wine. Simply call to make your reservation today. You'll love the tradition of the Lucerne Inn.
You know, if one mattress was right for everybody, we wouldn't need to stock over 30 models. It doesn't exist. Our low price and sleep guarantees mean you won't pay too much for a great night's sleep. Purchase your new mattress before 3 p.m. and we'll deliver it the same day in the Bangor and Ellsworth area. Warehouse pricing, a great night's sleep guaranteed, same-day delivery, and free removal of your old. At Dorsey's, we've got your back. Sleep well, my friends.
Ladies, a Maine adventure.
We got lots of boots, Sorel, Kamek, Columbia, snow pants, ice cleats, hot hands for the entire family, everything you need. Get to Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping locally.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. It's that time of year again. The Challenger Learning Center of Maine is having its annual Spud Drive. It's a big hit every year. People from all around Maine come to buy a 50-pound bag of russet potatoes that were grown in Aroostook County. The proceeds usually go to the Challenger Learning Center, but this year they are partnering with the Salvation Army, and both organizations will benefit. So you can buy some for yourself and choose to donate some to someone in need.
As a nonprofit, always looking for creative ways to have fundraisers. And this is one that really is applicable for this time of year of gathering. And of course, you want the main potato as part of your Thanksgiving meal. And a neat part about this fundraiser is now is kind of morphed, where it doesn't just support Challenger, but we've actually partnered with the Salvation Army of Bangor.
There are a few bags left for sale, with pickup happening today. Now to that paralyzing snowstorm hitting parts of western New York and the Great Lakes area. New York has been in a state of emergency in effect for that region. The snow has piled up throughout the night, and it's expected to continue for days. The radar shows a fire hose of snow caused by cold air moving across the relatively warm water of the Great Lakes. That has officials telling everyone, stay home. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
This morning, lake-effect snow is burying parts of the Midwest and Northeast as what officials call a life-threatening storm takes hold. More than 3 inches fell in just 1 hour overnight at the Buffalo airport, where air traffic has ground to a halt.
In the morning.
Thousands are without power as the heavy snow further complicates the already treacherous road conditions. Wrecked vehicles lined highways north of Syracuse in Parrish, New York. The governor closing more than 130 miles of the thruway from Rochester to the Pennsylvania border. Where the roads were still open, traffic ground to a crawl. And overnight, a driving ban going into effect for all of Erie County, home to nearly 1 million people. Truck drivers in the area racing against the clock.
Well, I'm going gas up. I'm trying to get far away from New York as I possibly can.
The NFL has preemptively moved Sunday's game between the Bills and Browns from Buffalo to Detroit, keeping fans off those potentially dangerous roads.
Yeah, there's potential for 48 inches of snow here, and that is nowhere near a normal snow for Buffalo, New York.
Residents in the area are stocking up on the essentials as they prepare to hunker down for the weekend.
We're loaded.
I got the essentials already.
Residents are taking every precaution as they brace for a potentially historic storm in a region that has felt the power of these storms before. In November of 2014, a lake effect system dumped more than 5 feet of snow on western New York. At least 13 people died.
A driving ban in Erie County. I don't think I've ever heard of that in Maine. Well, the time is now 6:22. Let's get a full look at our forecast. Devin Biggs has the latest.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are. We do have gale watches and small craft advisories. Both are in effect. The small craft advisories will expire first. What you see shaded here is the gale watch. It's the whole coast that's up until 7 a.m. Monday, which means we're expecting an upgrade to gale warnings at some point, though. So let's just show you the small craft advisory that's currently in effect, and this will expire at 6 a.m. as we head towards your Saturday, as things will calm down first, and then we'll have to watch out for things to get active again, no, as another system will look to pass through. But otherwise, here we are. Just some clouds moving through this morning. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky in general today, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time as well. There's a lot of lake effect snow that's developing just off to our west, so courtesy of this front right about in here. Buffalo really getting it this morning. This front will track off towards the east, and that's why the ocean will get active yet again. We might get a little bit of snow as we head towards your Sunday, but that'll be about it. But the winds in the short term, though, won't be too bad. They'll actually start to calm down just a little bit, maybe a quick gust up to 15 miles per hour. But overall, especially as we head towards your Saturday, things will be looking pretty good. But otherwise, though, wave heights are active in a few areas ranging from 2 to 9 feet according to some of the buoys right nearby, even up to 11 feet further off towards the south and east. So the ocean is active with a cold front overseas right now. Our average high being 45 degrees, but we're not going to be close to that. We're going to be in the mid-30s today, the low 40s for you Saturday, back in the mid-30s Sunday and Monday, upper 30s for you Tuesday and Wednesday, back down to the lower 30s as we head towards your Thursday. Moving forward, though, again, a partly cloudy sky, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time today, maybe a few flurries just to the north of us, maybe some rain over the ocean, but for us, we will stay dry today, becoming partly cloudy tonight. Some areas of dense fog we may have to watch out for as well. That will fizzle out as the sun comes up, and a lot of sunshine for your Saturday, so it'll be a nice day to get outside moving forward for your Saturday before More clouds and a small chance for precipitation moves in for your Sunday. So a forecast for today, mid-30s, partly cloudy with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper teens getting a little cool out there, partly cloudy, maybe some patchy dense fog from time to time, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, lower 40s, mostly sunny, a southwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Your Ansley more extended forecast, so snow showers move in on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s. We'll be under a mostly cloudy sky on Monday, highs still in the mid-30s. We're back in the upper 30s on Tuesday with a partly cloudy sky.
You've probably seen those ads on TV with the out-of-state 800 number that look like information from Medicare. Some even suggest that your zip code will get you more benefits or even money back. You guessed it, those ads are misleading. So don't call that out-of-state 800 number when your help is right here at home. Do what I did and call the Senior Planning Center. They have trusted professionals all over Maine.
Call the Senior Planning Center at 223-6565. That's 223-6565.
Ben's Auto Body specializes in collision and corrosion repair as well as mild restoration, always using PPG paints and refinishing. If it fits in our shop, we will fix it. Located 8 miles west of Walmart, just off Route 2 in Palmyra.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Step inside, sit back, kick back, make yourself comfy, make yourself cozy. Make life simple by choosing Patriot Homes to build and customize your new modular home. From decks, kitchen and baths, remodeling garages, roofing and siding. Let us help you design, plan, and build your dream home today. At your door and at your service, Patriot Homes, Eastern Maine's premier home builder.
Tesoro Italian Restaurant serves Bangor's best pizza, pasta, and sandwiches. Dine in or take out. Located in downtown Bangor, across from the library. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 3 to 9, and for lunch at 11, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come in and taste what everybody's talking about.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Now to Washington and the end of an era on Capitol Hill. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the first and only woman to hold the position, announcing she will not seek a leadership role in the upcoming session of Congress. Pelosi will continue to serve in the House, where Republicans now count a slim majority after the midterm election and are beginning to frame their agenda. ABC's Justin Finch with the latest from Washington.
Good morning. History on the Hill as outgoing House Speaker Nancy Pelosi confirms she's stepping down, paving the way for a new generation of Democrats to rise. For nearly 2 decades, Nancy Pelosi has led House Democrats.
Never would I have thought that someday I would go from homemaker to House Speaker.
But come January, the 82-year-old House Speaker will pass the torch, marking the end of her history-making tenure.
The hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus.
Pelosi, the daughter of a Maryland congressman, raised 5 children before working alongside 4 presidents. President Biden praising Pelosi, calling her the most consequential Speaker of the House in our history. Former Republican House Speaker Newt Gingrich saying in the past year, you could argue she's been the strongest Speaker in history. As Pelosi steps down, the GOP is gearing up to take control in the new year.
We're not trying to prove Hunter Biden is a bad actor. He is.
House Republicans revealing a top priority, investigating the president and his family, promising to look into the finances of Hunter Biden and others. And the White House agreeing with calls for Republicans to tackle kitchen table issues, denouncing congressional Republicans for, quote, wasting time and resources on political revenge. As for Pelosi, she will continue to serve out her term in the House.
Authorities in Idaho are trying to solve a murder mystery. 4 University of Idaho students were found stabbed to death last weekend, and their killer is still on the loose. Police are now releasing new details and are warning the public to stay vigilant. They released video showing the lifelong friends in their final hours last weekend, ordering food during a late night out. All four were found stabbed to death just hours later in an off-campus apartment. Police believe this was a targeted attack and that the victims potentially knew their killer. Two other female roommates were home and survived the attack. They're helping police narrow down a suspect. FBI Director Christopher Wray has told Congress he is, quote, extremely concerned China could weaponize data collected through TikTok. The Chinese company ByteDance owns the popular app. Wray made his comments on Tuesday during a House Homeland Security Committee hearing on worldwide threats. The FBI director said there's a risk the Chinese government could harness the video sharing app to influence users or control their devices. Wray says China's fast hacking program is the largest in the world, and he says the Chinese have stolen more of Americans' personal and business data than all other countries combined. Now to Ticketmaster under fire after canceling yesterday's public sale of Taylor Swift tickets due to high demand. ABC's Will Gantz has the details.
If diamonds form under pressure, Ticketmaster is especially bejeweled this morning. The live event site under pressure yet again after scrapping plans to sell T-Swift tour tickets to the general public at all. Ticketmaster tweeting, due to extraordinarily high demands on ticketing systems and insufficient remaining ticket inventory to meet that demand, tomorrow's public on sale for Taylor Swift The Eras Tour has been canceled.
No, tell me right now this is a joke.
I literally feel like I'm about to burst into tears right now. It's baffling that they could have screwed it up this badly.
The CEO of Liberty Media, Live Nation's largest shareholder, appeared on CNBC's Squawk on the Street on Thursday.
The site was supposed to be opened up for 1.5 million verified Taylor Swift fans. We had 14 million people hit the site, including bots, another story, which are not supposed to be there. We could have filled 900 stadiums.
In other words, Taylor would have to play a stadium show every single night for the next 2.5 years to meet that demand. And fallout for Ticketmaster has been swift. Senator Amy Klobuchar sending a letter to the CEO of Live Nation expressing serious concerns about the state of competition in the ticketing industry and its harmful impact on consumers.
Look, the ticketing industry is ripe for corruption. What Ticketmaster always has to be looking out for is the bots and the hackers and all those people who are very, very eager to get these tickets, and buy up as many of them as they possibly can and then resell them on the secondary market.
While sales for the general public have been scrapped completely, our music expert thinks the roughly 10% of total tickets that were reserved for that sale will likely be disseminated among the verified fans who were shut out of Tuesday's pre-sale. Will Gans, ABC News, New York. Still to come here on the second half of our show, we have your daily fun facts to impress upon your coworkers, plus the community calendar to get your weekend started as soon as possible. Don't go anywhere.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
When Marilyn Monroe Spas wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Life is your red carpet. Walk it like a Hollywood star with a visit to Marilyn Monroe Spas. Our hair, nail, massage, and skincare services will leave you feeling legendary.
Bring them on.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. A place as spectacular as, well, me.
I think we might know a place, right, guys?
Bring your friends. Oh, wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA, 7A, every day. Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, America. How are you?
Boom! Now that's how you start your day, people.
It takes all types to play Family Feud. The Way Too Honest Girl.
You just met a guy who's a perfect physical specimen. He's probably what?
Stupid.
See who shows up all season on Family Feud.
On ABC 7.
I was in the house saying, Jasmine, some girls are here to fight.
The danger.
And then you decide to go outside.
I felt threatened.
If you feel threatened, just stay in your house.
The attack.
It was Jasmine that just straight sucker punched me in my face. And as I fell on the ground, she was on top of me.
Then a mother's revenge.
If somebody did that to my daughter, I might be angry enough to take a sledgehammer to their car.
Next, Judge Judy.
Friday at 5, only on ABC 7.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th. Presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Friday, November 18th, 2022. Happy Friday. We made it. And today is International Stand Up to Bullying Day. Not only is it observed in schools, but also workplaces and organizations. Sometimes I think we forget that bullies can be any age, and that we think of it more for younger kids. But on this day in history, in 1805, 30 women met at the home of Mrs. Silas Lees in Wiscasset, Maine, and organized the first women's club in America. Calling the Female Charitable Society, their first deed was loaning a dress to a woman who had nothing to wear to church. They worked to fundraise as well to support widows and female orphans, as well as women who were not dependent on men. And they still exist today, kind of low-key doing fundraising on things on the side. And on this day, in 1755, Boston experienced the worst earthquake in its history. No deaths, though, were reported. For birthdays today, we have legendary hitter David Ortiz, who is 46, Kirk Hammett, the lead guitarist for Metallica, is 59, and actor Owen Wilson is 53.
Wow.
Wow. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs. He has our full Friday forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are, though. We do have a few alerts in effect. A small craft advisory that's also up until 6 a.m. Saturday. A gale watch is up until 7 a.m. Monday. We do have some active surf that we'll have to watch out for again, with another system that will begin to move in. Here's a closer look at that small craft advisory, which expires at 6 a.m. on Saturday. Just this area highlighted here along the ocean front, that will drop first. They'll have to watch out for the gale alerts that will go into effect at least through parts of Monday morning. But here we are, though, at this point. We're looking pretty quiet out there. There's a few clouds that are passing through. Most of us will stay dry today. Areas to the north may get to see a few snow showers, but again, for us, staying dry with a partly cloudy sky overall. Here's a big picture right now. All this right here tracking from the west to the east. You can see we do have some snow developing. A lot of that lake effect snow, which is really hitting Buffalo at this point, though. But for us, so we will stay dry today with that partly cloudy sky, and any snow that does get going will stay to our north. Any rain will stay to our south. So we'll be good to go today. Partly cloudy. That might be fog. We may have to watch out for a little bit of fog that may develop overnight tonight in the parts of the morning period. Tomorrow, a little bit of wind we'll have to watch out for from time to time, mainly out of the southwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some of the higher gusts may still stay overseas at times, which is why those alerts are still in effect. But otherwise, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will be watching for a partly to mostly cloudy sky from time to time. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. Well, the UMaine Police Departments and University Volunteer Ambulance Corps has done their part to fundraise for the holidays. The departments were able to raise money to purchase and donate 27 turkeys for the Free the Z Turkey Drive. The drive, organized by Z107.3, was set to wrap up last night if they made their quota. But there is, if you're in the Millinocket region, there's a Thanksgiving food drive that's going on today. You can drop your non-perishable food donations to the following locations today: Millinocket Town Hall, Millinocket Library, Rideouts Market, and the Katahdin General Store, as well as Millie's. And suggested donations are packaged stuffing, canned cranberry, canned veggies, canned pie filling, and evaporated milk, as well as gravy. So if you're in the Millinocket area, you can contribute that way. And now let's take a look at the community calendar for this weekend. Starting today at 10 a.m., the Anna Shrine in Bangor has their Festival of Trees. As you might have seen, we've had plenty of stories about that this week. Admission is $2. Tickets are 50 cents each for all the raffle items. The annual Camden Hills Ski Sale starts today at 3:30. That's just for registration. And Saturday and Sunday are the sale days. That's at 25 Nielsen Drive in Rockport. Fusion 101 at 5 p.m. tonight at the Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce, a time for young professionals to meet and greet and network, free and open to all. Wreath making workshop at the Maine Discovery Museum tonight at 5:30, goes until 7:30. Reserve your spots in advance to learn all about the Maine holiday wreath making tradition. Rape Response Services Dessert Auction, 6 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn on Haskell Road here in Bangor. It's an annual dessert auction and fundraiser to support prevention and intervention services in Penobscot and Piscataquis counties. It's free admission and family-friendly. The Sound of Music play at the Waterville Opera House at 7:30 tonight. Witness one of the most beloved musicals. Tickets are $27. And TJ's Thanksgiving Billiards in Waterville tonight starting, I believe, at 7:30. And Create a Critter with Baxter State Park officials tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Millinocket Memorial Library. It's a fun nature program, best for kids between grades 5 through 8, but all are welcome. Beauty and the Beast play at 3 p.m. at the Walker Auditorium in Millinocket. Unified Performing Arts presents the play. Holiday Craft Fair at the Bucksport High School at 9 a.m. starting tomorrow. Craft fair with concessions and a door prize. And another craft fair in Bangor at the Brick Church tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. goes until 3 p.m. It's a craft fair fundraising to aid the homeless. Local crafters, quilt raffle, chili, corn, chowder lunch. $2 community yoga at the Gatherings Community Center tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Surrey. It's affordable yoga for everyone, beginners and intermediates. Improv Comedy Jam tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Lemoyne Grange Hall. Improv comedy returns to the Grange Hall. The audience can be invited on stage. They're allowed to give suggestions for the scenes. No experience is required. And the Maine Harvest Festival in Bangor tomorrow at 10 a.m. $8 admission. There's abundance of artists, food vendors, and craftspeople will be selling their wares. So plenty of stuff to do around the area this weekend. If you have any suggestions for next week's community calendar, feel free to hit us up on Facebook or email us. You can email me at esmith@wvii.com. So thank you very much for all your great suggestions this week. Let's take a quick break, and Tyler Cruz will be back with sports.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Big trucks rule the road. They're dangerous, and they can cause big, bad injuries. But the big trucking companies don't stand a chance against me. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Like an eagle protects his head.
We all need a rock we can rely on. To be strong. To overcome anything. To be unstoppable. That's why millions rely on the strength and financial guidance of Prudential to achieve their dreams. Who's your rock?
Ladies, a Maine adventure.
We have a great selection of throws. They're soft, they're comfortable, and lots of flannel sheets. You can get comfy and cozy just like Adam is.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for shopping locally.
The Maine Black Bears take on the University of New Hampshire Wildcats this Saturday at noon on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. On Saturday, 8 11-man football teams from around the state will compete for the chance to raise a gold ball. Only 4 winners will be crowned, and one of those 8 teams is Skowhegan, and they'll be playing for their first title in about 50 years. Ryan Sudol has more.
In 1978, gas was a measly 70 cents a gallon. Andy Gibbs' Shadow Dancing was the #1 song that year. Great tune. and Skowhegan football won their last state championship.
They'll have a chance to do just that this Saturday against Portland.
We put in a lot of hard work for this. The community puts a lot of their time in. Our parents put a lot of their time in. The coaches put a lot of time into this, so it feels great for everybody.
It would truly feel great for head coach Ryan Libby, whose Skowhegan ties run deep.
I wasn't born then, but my parents were in school at Skowhegan during the 77 and 78 championship, and I was a graduate of Skowhegan myself. To be able to seal the deal and bring it home would be pretty amazing.
But the family ties don't stop there.
It would kind of bring home some bragging rights between me and my father. He lost back in 1989. He's always been talking about this moment coming up through elementary school, middle school. He's saying this is the group that could do it, and I mean, rightfully so.
But it hasn't been a bed of roses for the Riverhawks. After starting undefeated, they lost their last 2 games of the regular season. Getting back on track for the playoffs was all in the mental game.
2 losses at the end of the regular season would normally panic a lot of teams, but I feel like we grouped up and we got back into a better mental state, and the coaches got us back into a better mental state, really.
Those guys having the ability to restart and refocus is all mental strength.
And even though Skowhegan are underdogs against Portland, it might just end up helping them in the end.
The Skowhegan mentality, that sort of blue collar, we're going to go to work every day, we're going to bring the lunch pail with us every day, and these kids love it.
Being from northern Maine, you got that country boy, will-do attitude, but I believe we can do it.
The Riverhawks Class B title game against Portland takes place Saturday at 2:30 in Portland's Fitzpatrick Stadium. In Oakland, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Great work there, Ryan. Wishing the Riverhawks luck down in Portland on Saturday. We'll have our other area team in the state finals, Foxcroft Academy. We'll preview that matchup on Friday. So along with those games and the battle for the Bryce Cowell Musket up in Orono, it's going to be a busy football weekend up here. And for the Eagles over at Huston, they are no different with some postseason action at the Winkin Sports Complex on Saturday. After a slow start to the year, the Eagles rattled off 4 wins in their final 5 games. And despite losing the last game of the regular season, that was enough to earn them second place in the Commonwealth Coast Conference and a bowl game. They'll be hosting that bowl game on Saturday at noon against Plymouth State, and Coach Nat Clark says their squad is pumped up to have one more shot.
As a coach and speaking for the players, Ryan, we're really excited for the kids to have one more game and to get a chance to host here on Saturday makes it even more special.
Clark says it was their goal when the season started to make a bowl game, and the second half, that was a great second half for Husson. They finished with numerous all-CCC selections. Quarterback Nick Visser was the conference's Offensive Player of the Year. Visser, like most of the key guys on the team, he's only in his junior season, so being successful enough to earn a bowl game at home is huge, and it gives them a ton of confidence for next year.
For us to make a postseason game, a bowl game, we think it will springboard us here for the future. We do have a lot of underclassmen playing, and so this would be a great experience to be in a bowl game. As we told the team yesterday when we met with them, the intensity in a bowl game will be just as much intensity as an NCAA playoff game. So it would be a great experience for our guys to play in that kind of atmosphere Saturday.
All right, huge for the Eagles right there to have that game at home. Let's stay with football now. And on to the Patriots. They are on to the Jets after the bye week, but not before taking a deep look in the mirror. New England at just 5-4 through their first 9 games. They're still in a position to make a push for the playoffs, and their brand of football this year isn't really shocking. The defense has been the strong suit, arguably one of the best in the league, and the offense has really struggled. The conversation at the bye is the offense. Many people expected Mac Jones to take a big second-year jump this season, and of those who expected that are kind of disappointed. His stats really aren't in his favor, and he says over this week off, he took the time to do, quote, a full audit of himself, and now they're ready to make a push.
A lot of us are working on different things every day, and the bye week's, a great time to do that. So for me, just making sure my feet and eyes are in the right place and continue to go through my reads and continue to improve in the weight room, nutrition, all that stuff. So it's a full audit of yourself, I guess you can call it. Kind of look at yourself and see what you can do better. There's a lot of games coming up, and this is a great time to make a good push.
Is a great time to make a push. 3 games in 12 days for New England. We'll know a lot about them after that stretch. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has you covered for the seasons ahead with an affordable Kia for everyone. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, hybrids, and fully electric vehicles. Find your next vehicle here. You'll get more car for less money when you upgrade at Van Sickle Kia. Plus, you'll get Kia's market-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. Get started at VanSickleKia.com.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
If a scammer was calling, would you know? Keep these tips in mind to quickly spot phone scams.
Never pay someone in gift cards, ever. No legitimate caller would demand secrecy from you. That's a red flag.
If a caller tells you a family member is in grave trouble, hang up and call the family member direct. And don't provide confirmation information to callers. They called you.
Finally, ask for a callback number. Don't feel pressured to speak with the caller in that moment.
With these tips in mind, I'm Officer Ash with Bangor PD. We'll be here if you need us.
An iconic filmmaker has a new project in the works. 2 horror titans plan to team up, and more. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has the latest from Hollywood Nation.
Horror movie giants team up, and Tarantino shares a big surprise in the Hollywood Nation. Quentin Tarantino is going back to TV. Variety reports the legendary filmmaker has an 8-episode series on the way with production next year. The last time the director worked on the small screen was CSI back in 2005. Jason Blum and James Wan are joining forces. According to the New York Times, the horror movie powerhouses are in talks to merge companies Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. They'll produce movies, TV series, and more. If the deal goes through, Wan's company will be brought under the same first-look deal Blum is under at Universal Pictures. Both will operate under their own names. The duo have previously collaborated on the Insidious franchise, and most recently on the upcoming highly anticipated sci-fi thriller Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie.
Speaking of Megan, the New York Times is also reporting Universal Pictures is considering a sequel before the film even premieres January 6th. The trailer became an instant hit on social media after its release a month ago. TikTok posts featuring #Megan have been viewed over 300 million times.
I won't let anything harm you.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Ansley Moore. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Alrighty, here we are. We do have gale watches and small craft advisories. Both are in effect. The small craft advisories will expire first. What you see shaded here is the gale watch. It's a whole coast that's up until 7 a.m. Monday, which means we're expecting an upgrade to gale warnings at some point, though. So let's just show you the small craft advisory that's currently in effect, and this will expire at 6 a.m. as we head towards your Saturday, as things will calm down first, and then we'll have to watch out for things to get active again, though, as another system will look to pass through. But otherwise, here we are. Just some clouds moving through this morning. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky in general today, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time as well. There's a lot of lake effect snow that's developing just off our west, so courtesy of this front right about in here. Buffalo really getting it this morning. This front will track off towards the east, and that's why the ocean will get active yet again. We might get a little bit of snow as we head towards you Sunday, but that'll be about it. But the winds in the short term, though, won't be too bad. They'll actually start to calm down just a little bit, maybe a quick gust up to 15 miles per hour. But overall, especially as we head towards your Saturday, things will be looking pretty good. But otherwise, the wave heights are active in a few areas, ranging from 2 to 9 feet, according to some of the buoys right nearby, even up to 11 feet further off towards the south and east. So the ocean is active with a cold front overseas right now. Our average high being 45 degrees, but we're not going to be close to that. We're going to be in the mid-30s today, the low 40s for you Saturday, back in the mid-30s Sunday and Monday, upper 30s for you Tuesday and Wednesday, back down to the lower 30s as we head towards your Thursday. Moving forward, though, again, a partly cloudy sky, maybe mostly cloudy from time to time today, maybe a few flurries just to the north of us, maybe some rain over the ocean, but for us, we will stay dry today, becoming partly cloudy tonight. Some areas of dense fog we may have to watch out for as well. That will fizzle out as the sun comes up, and a lot of sunshine for your Saturday, so it'll be a nice day to get outside moving forward for your Saturday before more clouds and a small chance for precipitation moves in for your Sunday. So a forecast for today, mid-30s, partly cloudy with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper teens getting a little cooler out there, partly cloudy, maybe some patchy dense fog from time to time, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, lower 40s, mostly sunny, a southwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Your Ansley Moore extended forecast, so snow showers move in on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s. We'll be under a mostly cloudy sky on Monday, highs still in the mid-30s. We're back in the upper 30s on Tuesday with a partly cloudy sky.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard to buy for a relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Looking for winter services? There is still time to sign up. The pros at Atlantic Lawn Care and Landscape specialize in snow removal and ice management for commercial and residential properties. They will take care of the snow plowing, snow blowing, shoveling, salting, and sanding. Atlantic now has 2 locations and is accepting new clients in Brewer, Bangor, Vesey, and in town Orono, Brunswick, Topsail, Bath, and surrounding areas. Call for your free estimate or visit our website for customizable services. Local, reliable, and fully insured. Atlantic Lawn Care and Landscape.
Rennie's, a main adventure.
At Rennie's, we got lots of Carhartt. We got sweatshirts, we got lined pants, we got hats, we got gloves.
Flannel shirts, winter jackets, coveralls, we got everything at the best prices and the best selection at Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping locally.
I don't think we've ever had that in 14 seasons.
I will work like a lion.
I'm a believer. I'm going to make you filthy rich.
Let's go!
New Shark Tank tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Denny's is offering a deal like no other this Thanksgiving. The restaurant chain will sell 150 of its new everyday value t-shirts. The shirts will feature a QR code on the sleeve that will give the person wearing it access to a free breakfast every day for an entire year. Denny's says the deal is only redeemable for dining in, but still customers can claim their offer at any location in the U.S. Fans who want to get their hands on this shirt can purchase them at Denny's online store at dinerdrip.com. And an update regarding the Route 7 crash in Corinna. I believe it was Route 7 this morning. That was our top story this morning. A 3-car accident involving a tractor trailer. That road has reopened, so you will be able to pass through Corinna now. We'll have more updates on the severity of that crash as the day goes on. Thank you for staying with us this morning. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7. Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22. Have a great Friday.
Finelli Pizzeria in Ellsworth, now under new ownership, has been using fresh ingredients and ideas on top of our award-winning pizza doughs and sauces for more than 20 years. Come try our famous New York-style pizza. We're sure you'll agree. It's the best pizza you've ever tasted.
Baby kiss, because kiss rhymes with Chris. What? I mean, right?
It takes a little logic.
Dumb thing is, I think this logic is going to work.
And a touch of luck.
Can I feel your hair? Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, dang. Rub the hose head for good luck.
To win big.
All right, there you go.
You bet your life.
Weekdays at 10 on ABC 7.
I was in the house saying, Jasmine, some girls are here to fight.
The danger.
And then you decide to go outside.
I felt threatened. And
if you feel threatened, just stay in your house.
The attack.
It was Jasmine that just straight sucker punched me in my face. And as I fell on the ground, she was on top of me.
Then